On May 20, the Nigerian Air Force officially received 3 JF-17 fighters, manufactured by a joint venture between China and Pakistan. But will Nigeria remember the lesson of buying China's J-7MG fighter not long ago? According to the Eurasia Times, the contract to buy JF-17 fighters is worth about $184 million, marking a breakthrough in the export of this low-cost fighter. This is also an important milestone, demonstrating Pakistan's combat aircraft production capabilities. The Nigerian Air Force Chief of Staff Amal said that the JF-17 fighter jet will significantly improve the attack capabilities of the Nigerian Air Force and will serve as the country's front-line multi-role fighter. It will be especially useful in the fight against terrorism, insurgency, and other threats that Nigeria is waging. The JF-17 is a low-cost, single-engine, light multi-role fighter jointly developed by China and Pakistan that can perform a variety of missions. According to the introduction of China and Pakistan, JF-17 is equipped with many modern weapons, good maneuverability, and proved valuable in combat. Defense experts say that, compared to fighters of Western countries, although the JF-17 fighter is much cheaper, about a quarter of the price of an American F-16V sold to Taiwan or Bulgaria, is even cheaper than America's decommissioned F-16As. But JF-17 over the years still has no customers due to very low quality. Nigeria is facing a growing insurgency by Boko Haram. President Buhari is actively equipping his Air Force with more fighters to deal with these dangerous terrorist organizations. In the past 5 years, the Nigerian Armed Forces have put into service 10 Pakistani MFI-17 trainers, 5 Russian Mi-35M armed helicopters, 2 US Bell 412 helicopters, 4 Italian A109 helicopters, etc. Regarding fighters, Nigeria has yet to make any purchases after the deal of J-7MG fighters from China in 2010. This was a copy of the Soviet MiG-21. In the 2 years since its purchase, the Nigerian Air Force has lost 3 J-7MGs. These planes are now only used for training and not for other missions. Talking about the JF-17, this is actually an improved version of the MiG-21 developed by a joint venture between China and Pakistan. Although Pakistan is an aircraft manufacturing country, the materials and components of the JF-17 are supplied by China. Some other important parts include the RD-93 engine imported from Russia and the ejection seat from the UK. As soon as the JF-17 was born, China announced that it would not use this fighter. It is mainly for equipping Pakistan and exporting to third world countries, especially in Africa and South Asia. in the service of the Pakistani Air Force. The JF-17 also early plays a reserve role for the F-16 fighters that the country bought from the US in the 1980s and early 1990s. Many JF-17s were left on the ground because of cracked shells and engine problems. The core of the JF-17's avionics is the KL-J-7AL radar and fire control computer manufactured by China's Nanjing Electronics Company. The KL-J-7 radar has a rather high failure rate. Many modules of the JF-17's fire control computer worked unreliably. So Pakistan is now trying to use domestic fire control computers. In terms of weapons, the JF-17 is already equipped with SD-10 air-to-air missiles and China's C-801AK anti-ship missiles. Currently, the Pakistan military is trying to integrate the JF-17 with other Chinese weapons, but with little success. The JF-17's 23mm cannon also frequently malfunctioned. One of the main causes of the JF-17's poor performance is the Russian RT-93 engine, which has repeatedly failed and has poor reliability. There were cracks on the propeller, exhaust nozzle, and engine housing. Pakistan Air Force have repeatedly expressed serious concerns about the quality of the engines and the high maintenance costs. As a country with the highest population in Africa and a relatively developed economy, Nigerian military themselves questioned whether they should rely on a third world country as a source of key weapons and equipment. After a scandalous J-7MG deal, many people are also questioning the reliability of the JF-17 fighter, while rivals such as Egypt, South Africa, Ethiopia, and other countries are buying modern fighter jets from France, USA, Germany, Israel, and Russia. My video about Nigeria JF-17 fighter ends here. Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please give me your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos. Tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại quý vị và các bạn trong các video tiếp theo.